Hi guys, happy Friday! This is My Damn Channel Live and I'm Beth Hoyt. How are you today? It's Friday, which is so great because it's been a long week. Man, let me tell you what I've been up to.
I'm sorry, what are you doing? I was just getting us some wine and hi guys.
Just got here, of course I'm going to start the show
Beth
off.
Hoyt. This is my sister Julie. Cheers, thanks for coming on the show.
Cheers.
This is My Damn Channel. I'm sorry, you just thought you'd do the show today, or?
Well, I just got in yesterday. Why wouldn't I start the show?
Just because I was like, I'll be right back, I'm getting wine, and then you were like, you just like
That's
took
fine.
over my job.
Yeah, I'll just
I'm just gonna
take
take your kids and like just, well, no.
Hey, that's fine.
No, it's
You
okay,
can
never
take
mind.
them.
I take it back.
When do you want them? Next weekend?
No, oh, for a weekend. For
Okay,
a weekend.
next weekend.
That's it.
Okay.
Like a 3 hours on Saturday. Anyway, we'll take your questions all show. First question, how about you guys answer, which of us do you think is older? Which one do you think is older or younger? Put it in the comments. Let's see what you think.
What do you think? What do you think? Beth or me?
Yeah. What's this?
So, anyways, I bought you something.
This is the gift?
I
You told me you brought me
totally
a
saw
gift.
those at the airport, and I'm like, oh my god, I got to bring these to Beth.
First of all, she said she brought me a gift.
Mike and Ike's.
She said she brought me a gift. I thought it was like some jewelry, something like a gift. Second of all, if you're gonna buy Mike and Ike's, buy them at like a bodega, not an airport.
Well, we
You
all
probably
know Beth loves
overpaid for them.
candy. I probably did, but I was like, oh my god, I'm just gonna grab those maybe for the show. We can do something fun.
Here's the story about Mike and Ike's. I'm sure maybe I've
So.
told you about my situation and why I have a problem with the sweet tooth, and any sort of way to shave I've ever had revolves back to Mike and Ike's because we used to go to Sam's
go to Sam
Club,
Clubs.
Costco.
Up in
you
Green
guys know
Bay.
this? It's like a big warehouse place.
So oversized, huge, big tub of Mike and Ike's.
And when we were checking out, our mom was
How
like,
come she let us buy these? We were like,
she's a good mother.
grade school. Great mom. Love my mom. Love you, Mom.
But she let us each buy a 5-pound bag, and I bought a 5-pound bag of Mike and Ike's, and you bought one, and you don't even probably remember what you bought because
I really
you've always been
honestly
thin, and
don't
that's just
remember.
she bought the candy, she just forgot it was on her.
Whatever.
She just forgot she bought it and never ate it. I ate my entire 5-pound bag of Mike and Ike's, the entire
It's
bag.
on her shelf in this cupboard at home. Her Mike and Ike's, and
I ate all of them. I got to the end of my
just
Mike
brought
and
a little-
Ike's, and Julie was
just a
like,
little
"Oh,
bag of Mike and Ike's."
this is
We'll open 'em up.
gateway
Let's have a
gateway
couple.
candy, gateway drug. This is where we go.
Here we go.
This is when Beth goes
Mike and Ike's.
downhill, you guys.
Yeah,
All right,
awesome.
who do you think, do you guys know who's older?
is
We have a
older?
comment.
All right, comments.
Let's see. This is from AJ Sharma. Beth is younger. Yes, I'm younger. I may have the sweet tooth and eating problem, but I'm younger. And
Beth
she made me never.
is younger.
And Julie's older.
We have been mistaken a couple of times when we were a little
That's
bit
true. That's why I asked the
younger.
question,
Beth
because
was the older
people thought
daughter,
that.
and I was the younger daughter. So.
But here's a photo of us as kids to prove that I'm the younger one. This is Julie and I, the brunette and the blonde. That's Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, just a typical Thanksgiving, just
Wearing-
having fun.
Although you do have a hat that says Beth,
I have a hat on that says Beth.
which is curious. This is not a
And what are you wearing? What is that?
like a pilgrim hat. It's
Okay,
Thanksgiving,
pilgrim. Okay,
right? Or a
right.
chef.
Okay.
Anyway, we also have an older
So
brother,
we have older brother Brian. He's
We
a-
talk at the same time.
Yes, here we are. There he
there's
is.
Brian.
Oh, we love our brother Brian so much.
He loves us too.
Woohoo, we miss
or he
you today,
really loves
Brian.
you, Julie. He really.
Yeah. Where did he get
has
that gun? Where did he get that?
It's a loving family photo on
No,
Thanksgiving.
we had fun. We had a great childhood.
Let's look at another photo from my childhood to see how loving the situation was. Okay.
Oh.
Here's
Look
I'm
at
the
that.
baby in the swing,
We
and
had
Julie
so
is the one.
much fun when you were little. Like
Julie
it was
is the one
just-
talking very enthusiastically, and Brian is there. I don't know who that boy is.
Was George?
George?
George.
I don't know.
I can't remember his last name's a
whoever
neighbor.
that kid is. The one that's looking at the camera very suspiciously.
But I don't know why we decided to tie your tights to the swing. But anyways, and
So
it
yeah,
was hilarious and awesome.
I'm stuck
I
there
love
with
that
my
picture. It's my
tights
favorite.
tied to the poles. Let's see what else. Let's see another photo from childhood. Let's see. Oh, there's me.
Yeah, another classic.
In a box.
There is Beth in a doll box. I think I got that doll for Christmas one year.
Yep. So you got it for the story that Mom told me, because I'm too young to remember this. Thank goodness, so I'd be traumatized even more than I am. Is that you got the doll to stop playing with me, and then you put me in the box.
That is true. It was like, oh, let's
So-
just put her in the box, and she's just.
Maybe that lack of oxygen and that early
That was it.
holiday in my lifetime is what's caused
Look at you today.
everything now.
Look at you.
I have no problems. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's
we'll just
fine.
drink to that.
Everything's fine. We're sane adults now. Here's what we look like now. Let's look at this. Yes!
Oh my goodness.
That's
This
my-
was Brian's.
Brian's wedding. My
This was
brother's
Brian's
wedding.
rehearsal. Yeah.
Or vice versa, our brother's wedding.
was a great
And so
time.
I put that photo on there. Julie specifically said any photo but from that era, because
That
that's
was
right after she had a baby.
Post baby, like 3 months. So
That was the one time in my life that I was thinner than my sister. And now she's had 2 kids and she's back to like, I run around after kids. And I'm like, anyway, that was so I did that
hard
as a
work.
prank
It's hard
back get back at you. Okay, here's a comment, you
Okay.
guys. This is from Liz Louise. What was the meanest thing you did to one another growing up? Julie, you would always, you never let me hang out with you. She's 5 years older,
I was
and
5
I
years
always
older,
wanted
so
to.
we did have a little bit of an age gap.
So like I was going through awkward years when you were like super
I
cool
was like, get away. I dressed
Always.
you up. I dressed you up.
as a boy.
As a boy, we put that hat and those glasses on.
My name is Andrew.
Shoved your hair in the hat, and we should have brought that picture today, but
So she would
had
make me
fun
be a
dressing
boy,
up
and when I
Beth.
wasn't a boy, she wouldn't let me ever hang out with her. And she would like, in front of your friends, you would embarrass me and be like, get away. You did, all the time when you were in high school. You were too, oh, you feel bad for me now. But all I have are bad memories. Oh my
Eat
God,
them
we have
like
another
eggs.
comment.
Let's eat them.
Let's see what this is from. This is from Wyatt Kane. Doesn't matter who's younger than when they are that beautiful. Do you know what that means? This right here?
Means-
Smiley face?
Something like a wing.
Yeah. 2 points. That's 2 points
I'm
for
a
Julie.
stay-at-home mom, but I still kind of.
Although it is a political response, does that mean it's just like? I mean, I feel that's good. I'm glad you're being just, and thank you for saying that, Wyatt Kane. We both appreciate that. Okay, Julie, did you watch the show we did this week? Did you watch every single show, every minute of every show? Don't even lie to me.
Wednesdays,
Don't even
Joe.
lie.
Wednesdays, I always try and get on there at 3. Yes.
3, because she lives in Wisconsin. 3
Wisconsin.
Central. Okay, if you guys didn't see every single show, we did this to catch you up. Here is the Beth of the Week. When will you drop a solo album or at least a mixtape?
And in his Twitter icon, he's just a guy with a horse head. So it's nice to know that the horse-headed people community really are fans of my rap music.
Jet and Star, I'm asking a girl out today because of you two.
Yeah, you are! Good luck!
When he asks you if you need a ride home, smile and say, do you promise to marry me? Then laugh. He'll be confused.
Hannah Bob 987. Say Brussels sprouts in a Scottish accent. Brussels sprouts?
Brussels sprouts? It's terrible. And I'm walking along the park, and it's really late at night, and this big black dude is walking the other way, and he just looks at me and he goes, girl, I want to see you smile. Because he thought I was a lady, as often happens
And
because
then-
I have long blonde hair.
And then you're like, then you just gave him
And
a
then
big old
and I was
went,
like, ding! And on my teeth it said, I have a penis.
oh my God, I ran over a snake. And we didn't know that. We turned the lawnmower over to see what's happening. And in the thing, there was, there was a snake like,
But guys would totally be with a bitch with who's hot. Yeah.
Yeah, because guys, they're stupid.
Yeah, stupid.
Weirdest thing you've ever encountered in New York?
A homeless man on the subway really late at night, and he was holding like a big tub of some sort of unspecified gray material, but then he would just like balance it and kind of look at it. Exactly. Then I came back and then I was like, he seems like a bad boy. I feel like I could fix him, you know? So we're married now.
If you look Spanish, show him you have flair and do your best salsa moves. I'm so lonely. Hey, we're back. Back with-
Hey, sisters are here today.
Yeah, we are here today. It's true. We're really here. I'm going through a diabetic shock. I just ate a lot of those Mike and eggs for comedic effect, and then just because I couldn't stop. We have a tweet from someone.
right.
This is from I Can Devil. What did you tease Beth about most growing up, and what can we tease her about now? P.S. You're cool, Beth. Thank you. Don't forget that I'm cool no matter what she tells you. What did you tease me about? You always told me I
I always said,
smelled,
like,
but I
I'm
didn't
just gonna
smell.
say, like, you wash your hands. I don't know.
I was just like a.
I was
I
like,
played
Beth,
it.
wash your hands. I don't know.
I'm a very
I
clean
still don't
person.
remember. You are extremely
Yes.
tidy and clean.
Yes. I wash my
Just got
feet
to her
every
place
night
last
before I go
night.
to
Her
bed.
place is awesome.
Yeah. But you always, I think
don't
it's
know
just
why.
because you were like, I was still young, so I was like playing outside, like, you know, sports and things outside, and I'd come in and I'd be like, I don't know, touch you? And you'd be like, don't touch me, you just go clean.
Just go wash your hands. I do kind of remember saying that to you.
Because you said it every day. And the things you can tease me about now is that I'm just too clean or like too
She
cool.
is. You're awesome.
Now you tease me because I talk about things that's current, and you're like, I don't know what.
Beth, I know, now I'm like calling up Beth all the time. Who is
She
this
still
on your
calls
show?
people
What's
on the
going on
phone.
today? Tell me.
I will email her and she calls me. Doesn't text, she calls me.
I'm all about just dialing
And
the
then
number,
sometimes
let's
I
get on
answer.
the phone and talk.
Sometimes I answer.
I'm
and,
shocked when she answers her cell, honestly.
But then
It's
we
like,
get it,
oh my God,
we figure it
I'm here.
out, and we get it done rather than like text back. It's crazy the way this. You guys, I don't know if you know about this, but you can call someone. I barely know this. She does. She's the one that taught me this. You can call someone. They answer. You ask the question.
And it's
they
done.
respond, and then you say, "Great, thanks, bye."
That's it. No waiting for an email the next day or
It's
two.
weird. It's a weird new
It's
thing.
just-
It's a weird new
yeah.
thing. She's really working
Instant
on it.
response. So I
Here's a comment from YouTube.
recommend it.
This is from TRG Hudson. They grow them tall in Wisconsin. Boom.
Yeah. Tall women.
But you weren't. She wasn't born in Wisconsin.
I was not.
You were
I was
born
in Michigan.
That's right. Same thing, really. If you,
Beth is a little bit taller than me.
I am.
She's like 5'10". I'm a little
Yeah, and also I'm top tall. I'm all torso, and Julie's all legs. Yeah. I love her.
She's gorgeous. Yeah.
Here's a comment from Facebook. Mark Delabar, who was the first one to get a sleepover, and how did it make the other feel? Definitely her, 'cause she's older.
Yeah.
And it probably made me feel very
I
sad that
included
you were.
you on your. I didn't do a lot of sleepovers though. I was like, I go to bed early. I needed my sleep. I always had my mom pick me up from sleepovers. So I don't know.
So
Wasn't a
would you
fan
say
of
that you were gonna sleep
sleepovers.
over, and then you'd call mom and be
Yep.
like, or did you
did.
say like, I'm probably not gonna stay the night? No, you were like, I'm coming over, and then at 10
I don't
p.m.
know.
you're
I
like,
think I was just like, I'll come over and then hang out, and then I would go home.
because it wasn't clean enough, probably. Or you missed me.
Yeah. So I gotta get home to my sister.
I was a sleepover queen. I was like, where are we
We
going
had
tonight?
sleepovers all the time.
I had sleepovers. I was just like, I'm not sleeping in my bed tonight alone. Not like
you
that.
were
I just
very-
mean like, let's watch
Get me out of the
some
house,
movies
go
and
hang out
eat
with
some
friends.
chips. Yeah.
I was a homebody. Stayed home and sleep in my own bed.
Sure.
That was me.
Next comment. This is from DJ Mystico. Who would win a thumb war out of you two? Well, let's find that out. One, two, three, four. I declare a thumb war.
How does this work? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Kick your ass. Oh my God! No way!
Yeah,
no, that
she's
is
got
not
longer
happening.
fingers. You have longer fingers than I do. That's me.
I can't believe. No. All down here. Fine. You deserve it, but I can't believe that just happened. I lose
won the thumb
in
war.
this studio. I'm a good athlete, right, Julie? Kind of.
You are. You're more of an athlete than.
I lose
I think I
every
could have been
game.
a good athlete, but I just.
You're a very good rollerblader. Remember that? Who said that?
Thanks.
Mr. Nichols would always be like, I saw Julie rollerblading.
I'm a
She
really
was
good
very graceful.
rollerblader.
You're a very graceful rollerblader.
Oh, thanks.
But anyway, I'm very good at sports, and I fail at everything athletic in this studio.
You are.
Right, back to that, I am.
Anyways,
Another
I
comment
think you
from
are.
YouTube. This is from AJ Sharma. What's the best hangover cure? Whatever we're going to be doing tomorrow morning.
That's right. It's Friday night.
We have a long night tonight. This is
We do.
Julie's night
I'm
away
here
from
on
her
vacation
children.
for a few days, away from my two kids, so we're gonna live it up tonight in NYC.
Yeah, we're going to a rooftop bar after this, and then we're going to keep going down
just
floors
be-
all over New York City. Just starting at and then we'll end up in a basement.
It's gonna be. That's right.
And then we're going to
Wake up and
do the cure, which
a
will
great
involve,
what is it,
Brunch.
Beth? Brunch. A good brunch.
A good
brunch
brunch.
and a good run. There we go.
we'll see. Next comment is from Curtis Walker. Who would win in an arm wrestling match? Here we go.
Here
I'm
we
on a
go.
sugar high, so I might win this.
You've been lifting weights probably a little bit more than.
You've been
We
lifting
should be
children.
doing these. But
Yeah. Ready, set. 1, 2. If I don't win this one, are you kidding me?
I have a 25-pound 1-year-old that I lift
What is
all
happening?
day. So
I gave it to her.
Yeah,
I
think
gave
she
it to
did.
her.
Actually, I think she did on that one. So, thanks, Beth.
I gave that to her because she's
25
older. She needs it. You guys, come on. She's on vacation. She needs like to be
Thanks.
picked
I
up
need
a
to.
little bit.
That's exactly.
Also, she
what
does
this
carry
trip is
around
about.
her
I mean,
massive baby.
Wow, he's
He's
over
not
a year
massive.
now. He's not massive, and he's just
a big-
He's a boy.
No. He also, his favorite toy is a vacuum. Maybe you saw from my vlog, but all it is
Well,
vacuum. He's
Grandma just bought him a toy vacuum, and I guess he's been enjoying that.
That's the good trick for your kid is to
Let's get him his own vacuum.
yeah, just teach him, make his favorite toy cleaning.
There you go.
Awesome. That's a good tip for you guys. Get your kids clean.
right.
And that's
Get 'em clean.
Friday's
That is-
tips
oh,
with the Hoyt sisters.
That's what I say.
Yeah. Thank you
thanks
for being
having
here,
me.
Julie.
Oh, this was really fun.
Oh.
It was.
It was fun.
awesome.
I'm stronger. Thanks for watching, you guys. Subscribe because it's the weekend. We are not here on Monday because it's Columbus Day, so we're going to spend the day
Columbus Day.
thinking about that. Grace has a big show on Tuesday with Lorraine Sink, and on Wednesday I have Julie Klausner and Ted Leo in the house.
Awesome.
What? I don't know why I said like in the house.
We'll tune in
Have a
on
great
Wednesday.
weekend. You're my favorite.
You're my favorite. Thanks.